Niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
One of the biggest things that I always been telling people every single time is that sometimes in situations, especially when this does deal with situations dealing with those words only, I know that it's part of our human instinct to always want to address and always want to deal with it. Now, the situation is just like I say, the situation is kind of different when you're out in a public space, like the video I'm figuring to show you right now. It's different when you actually out in public and you're dealing with conflict out in public. That's one thing. When you're out in public and dealing with situations, right, then you have no other choice but to deal with it and address it right then and there. But however, on this YouTube app, I just want to just encourage you, and once again, everyone else on this YouTube app, is that this YouTube app is not one-on-one personal. All right. Meaning that you're not interacting with this person literally in your face. You're only interacting with people via the app, meaning video to video. Some of y'all like using avatars or whatever the case may be. So within that, right, this is what I was saying earlier in my live, that sometimes it just ain't meant for you to have to address everything, because sometimes when you address certain situations, end up making it worse than what it needs to be. Then it gets to the point where instead of you trying to defend your position or trying to defend your point, right, it end up becoming worse, and the situation becomes worse. And next thing you know, you're caught up in a space, or as State Gang call it, be caught in a dulo twist, right, where you're in a never-ending battle of words. And all of this is just words on this YouTube app, and you become in a never-ending battle of words. To deviate from that, right, is to simply not say nothing. But the only way for you to get to that point is that it takes a lot of discipline for anyone to get to that level. This is something that don't happen overnight, especially if you're not used to this, what I'm suggesting people do. If you're not used to it, it's going to take trial and error. It's going to take a lot of discipline from your part to disengage. Because I'm telling y'all, from what I have observed, the best way to deviate from any type of conflict, or as y'all call beef or whatever, right, is to disengage. What's going to end up happening based on behavior, what's going to end up happening is that that person is going to end up getting bored because you're not responding back to them. You're not doing nothing. You're not posting, videos or subliminal videos. You're not addressing them. You're not going on your community wall. You ain't doing none of that. And eventually that person is going to get bored and they're going to move on. It's going to die out and they're going to move on. I guarantee it, because I've seen it happen time and time again. Just like what I said earlier, too, is that there have been situations where people have been trying to bait me into getting into, different type of conflicts or debates, or try to start up a, quote unquote beef with me. But guess what I did? Absolutely nothing. Then when I do decide to address what it is, right, I make it be on my terms. I don't make it be on because that person just said something to me. I make it be on my terms. Then when I do address it, I mean what I said. I'm not reneging on what I said. And on top of that, I address it in the most respectable way possible, regardless of what the other person has said about me. I don't care if they cuss me out throughout their whole entire life. I don't care if they talk about me and my family throughout the whole entire life. I don't care, because I feel that me personally, that I'm better than that, and I have a certain type of moral compass and a certain type of reputation and image that I'm trying to maintain and trying to hold, especially for my fan base. So I'm not going to lower myself. To be honest with y'all, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but I also have put a post on my community wall as well too. That post on my community wall had a picture of a king and a queen on there, right? And basically, long story short, that post said that a king and a queen do not entertain peasants. However, we allow peasants to entertain us. That post that I post on there, it is powerful, and I hope and I hope and I hope and pray that y'all understood the message behind it. Because a lot of y'all on here, y'all are powerful, but yet it's still you allow people who are on a lower level than you to bring you down on their level, to bring you down on their terms. Instead of making it be the other way around, where instead of you lowering yourself, you force them to elevate themselves to get on your level. Y'all see how powerful that is? Once again, you force them to elevate themselves so they can get on your level. See, once again, y'all missing that. Y'all missing the point on that. If you already on a higher level, right? If you're already on a higher level, guess what you're doing? You are indirectly helping that very person who's sitting up here once saying different things about you, talking down on you. You're indirectly helping that person because they have no other choice but to get on your level. So it's going to be something. It's going to be something about you that's going to motivate them to want to get on your level, so they could, in a weird way, compete with you. Ain't that powerful? Then when they get on a level and realize that, you know what? I'm on this certain type of level and this is pretty cool. I understand where everybody's coming from. And guess what? You just helped that person. You just changed that person's perspective just by simply chilling. Now, like I said, I used to be a minister and a preacher and all this stuff, right? But even though I don't teach out of the Bible anymore like I used to, I still teach about life concepts or life principle, which it could be biblically sound. But one of the things that I used to want to teach when I was ministering and stuff, right, is the power of nothing. Meaning that it is better for you to stay silent and be still. It's better for you to stay silent and to be still. Because silence sometimes is the best solution, it is the best weapon to elevate the problem. Sometimes being still is the best solution. But at the same time, it takes discipline for you to do that. It takes discipline for you to learn that and to master that. This one I'm telling y'all, what I'm suggesting to y'all, this is something that took time for even me, Urban, to master within myself. Because I was the same exact way. People used to come against me regardless of what the case may be. They said something about me, I'm clapping back. But I learned that by me doing that, it never resolved the situation. It just make it worse. It just make the situation worse. So sometimes the best solution, once again, is to just chill, let it play itself out, and you continue to be who you are. Never lower who you are. It is nowhere in history where you see a king or a queen, especially y'all who are professing to be kings and queens, right? It ain't nowhere in history where you ever seen a king or a queen lower their standards. Say, I'm teaching y'all about conflict dealing with conflict. All right, we basically call it conflict resolution. All right, like I've been pointing out throughout this video, this particular dude and stuff, right? I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with what he's saying, but the thing that I do agree with is him staying in his approach. He is staying in his character. He is staying in what he's standing in, what he believes in. He is standing in the message that he's presented to the people, regardless of how how violent the people become towards him, regardless of how much the people talk down on him. People was throwing stuff at him, doing all kind of extreme stuff. But yet it's still, he never talked down on them. He never said, you know what, forget all this, I'm a He never did that. Never. He never did that. Now on this channel, with with Mr. Love, right? He got several different videos, a lot of videos where he's doing the same as that thing. Nothing ever changed. His behavior have not changed. And the reason why I'm pointing this out to y'all is because this is something that Mr. Love wasn't does. He just got and he just started doing it. He had to teach himself discipline. He had to teach himself self-restraint. He had to teach himself self-control. He had to teach himself that at the end of the day, I'm going to stay who I am. Y'all can say whatever the hell that y'all want to say, but y'all words is not going to trigger me because I'm the quote unquote king in this situation, and y'all the one who are the peasants in this situation. So I'm not going to lower myself for y'all, but I'm going to stand who I am, and I'm going to allow you to elevate yourself to get on the level that I'm at. That's the point that I'm making. That's the point that I'm making to y'all tonight, especially y'all being content creators. I'm making this point and I keep re-emphasizing it for the simple fact that it's time for y'all to get on this level for real. This type of level that Urban is talking about, once again, it doesn't happen overnight. This is something that you personally have to be committed to doing for yourself. You. Because once again, at the end of the day, his situation was that he was interacting with people personally, like face to face, and I was doing that. Our situation on this app is different. We don't interact with people. The only time we interact with people is when we log on this app and log off this app and log on this app again. And so the only thing that we're dealing with is just words, period. This is all we dealing with. If you know that the things that you're talking about and you know it's your truth, regardless if you're doing a review on a person, or if you're giving your personal perspective about a situation, wherever the case may be, that is your truth. You stand on your truth and you don't let nobody lower you because they don't agree with your truth. You don't let nobody do that. You stand tall, you stand 10 toes down and be who you are, period. But in order for that to happen, like I'm keep re-emphasizing to y'all that it takes discipline. Another thing too is that another reason why I can relate to Mr. Love is because when I was in ministry, right, I also was doing street ministry as well too. So I understand where he's coming from. When I was doing street ministry, doing that type of street ministry and stuff, right, people was doing the same type of thing. That was interacting the same exact way with me. And it took for me to learn to have discipline. It took me to learn to have self-restraint and to stay firm about what the message I was talking about during that time. I didn't lower myself, nor I didn't talk down on the very people that I felt like that I'm trying to change their life. Never did that. But however, I taught the truth, which was within my truth. That's what I did. That's what I did. Here for the T salute. Welcome. But that's what I did. I stayed firm to who I am. And that's all that Urban is trying to teach y'all tonight. You as content creators. Preferably, I'm talking to just the content creators tonight. If you're a content creator, you have a channel, I'm talking to you tonight. This is your message tonight from Urban. And the message is this, is that you need to stand firm on who you are and don't never allow people to lower who you are. And I guarantee when you start reevaluating yourself and you start practicing self-discipline, you start practicing self-restraint, I guarantee to y'all that a lot of this beef and everything will end. I'm telling y'all it will. I know it will. I know without a shadow of doubt, it will. Just like I said earlier today, a lot of y'all are so deep into, in this beef and all doing all this beef and stuff like that on YouTube that y'all stress the hell out. You're stressed the hell out. Can't sleep at night. And that's the reason why some of y'all be doing late night shows. It ain't just because of your schedule. It's because you stress the hell out. It's because you're stressed so much so where you're not at peace within yourself. You're stressed out so much so where not only you're not at peace with yourself, you cannot sleep. You're so bothered. You're so triggered. So the only way for you to get some type of relief, the only way you can get some type of relief is for you to log on the app at 3 o'clock in the morning, hoping that you can get some type of relief. But guess what? You end up creating a topic, and that very topic you're talking about, you're digging yourself in a deeper hole to being a part of even more beef. You're not at peace. Every person that I know of that I have observed who part of different beefs and different things like that, they're not at peace with themselves. They may say in the heat of the moment, they may say, I sleep good at night. When I log out of this app, I guarantee that they lying as hell. I guarantee they're not sleeping. I guarantee that they're not at peace. I guarantee it. Want to know another reason why? Is because they are constantly on the app trying to figure out what was the next thing that person said. Say I'm lying. They constantly on that app trying to figure out what the next thing that person is saying. Or, like I said about certain subscribers and stuff, it's certain subscribers and moderators that literally go and report. They'll go report, hey, they said this and that. They'll send you either a text message or they'll email you, whatever, and send you a message. They'll send you a message. Say, do you know that such and such is doing this? And so they're not at peace. They're lying to you. They're not. They're not at peace at all. They're not. They're not at peace at all, y'all. From one content creator to another, I'm just trying to get y'all to that understanding that I watch it all the time. I watch these different beefs and different things like that all the time, and I know how stressful it could become. I know it can be stressful. So I'm trying to help y'all get to a space where you could get out here, you could be on YouTube, and you could put out quality content without being a part of all that stuff. Without even being a part of that stuff at all. But at the end of the day, it's for you to decide whether or not if you want to listen to what I'm telling y'all or not. It's totally your choice. It's totally your choice. Because like I say, there is a solution. It really is. But it's up to you if you want to be free. Like this minister, Mr. Love, he was talking about the whole concept about sin and stuff, right? Based on his truth. He was talking about the whole concept of sin. We can equate that to what we deal with on this on YouTube's app. There are people out here who are, they're part of the beef thing. You could consider beef as a form of sin, if you want to look at it from that perspective, or take it as that analogy that it's a form of sin. That these people are out here, they're sinning, they're doing all these different things, and they're not free. And so, as you, as the content creator, or even me myself, like what I'm doing right now, for us to see the problem, point out the problem, and give you a solution to the problem. And notice that everything I'm saying, I'm not talking down on people, I'm not lowering people or anything like that. I'm just speaking my truth about it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I will continue to speak my truth about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I just want to see everybody on this app enjoying this app for what it is, which is entertainment. You shouldn't have to log on to a app and be stressed the hell out. Since when? Let me ask y'all this question. I'll be done, y'all. Since when do y'all ever log on to Since when do y'all ever log on to Netflix? Y'all log on to Disney Plus. Y'all log on to Amazon Prime Video. Since when have y'all ever logged on to them type of apps? And next thing you know, you stress the hell out of logging on to them apps. After logging on to the apps, you stress the hell out. Since when have y'all ever experienced that? I guarantee y'all never experienced that before. Log on to Netflix, so you stress the hell out on Net because of Netflix. The hell with Netflix. Netflix get on my damn nerves. So if that be the case, why in the hell are you allowing this YouTube app that you just log on, that you're willfully, by the way, a willfully participant, that you log on and you allow this app to stress you the hell out when it's supposed to be just for entertainment purposes only? Make that make sense to me. Make it make sense. The one answer to the question is that it shouldn't. That it shouldn't at all. But just like I pointed out, the only way words will have power if you allow it to have power over you. That's the only way. It's the only way. So all y'all content creators who are watching right now, some who are watching in the bushes, people going to watch this on the replay. Urban is challenging y'all tonight. Do y'all truly want to be free for real? Do y'all truly want to log on to this app and be happy as hell? Do you log off this app happy as hell? Do y'all really want that for real? Or do you want to be in this quote unquote hell? Or do you want to be in this quote unquote hell where you log into hell, you log out of hell, then hell does follow you even into your, as they say, real life? I personally want to be the latter, where I just log onto this app, I see certain stories and whatever, and be entertained as hell, and log on off. That's what I want, and I'm hoping and praying that that's what y'all want as well too. I'm hoping that and praying that that's what y'all want as well too. If you want that, then don't you think it's time for you to start changing your mentality, changing your behavior about it? Because at the end of the day, regardless of what people have did or what people are doing, at the end of the day, You are the controller of your own self. You control your own vessel. You control your own ship. It's time for you to start making choices about your life. It's time for you to start making choices about your life. What is more valuable? Peace, and I mean true peace, or straight up bullshit in hell every single day? What choice you gonna make tonight? One last thing too, and I swear I'm done. Kid you not. I understand as being a content creator, I understand that many people want to participate, within, beefs or in the beef sector or whatever you want to call it, right? I understand that one of the main reasons why we end up becoming part of that is because it is the equivalent of easy money. Meaning that sometimes when a person trying to get to a certain um, point, they want it right then and there. So they will do certain things to get it right then and there. For example, a woman who's going to college, right, and she know that college is a process. It's a process, right? She know that. June, what's up with it, bro? Uh, she know that college is a process, right? But however, she need that instant money right then and there. Then what she resort to? She resort to end up being like a stripper or anything like that to get that instant money right then and there, so she could take care of some instant expense, so she could get that instant gratification right then and there. Now, keep in mind, I'm not knocking the woman for being a stripper or choosing to do that route. Just at the same time, I'm at the end of the day, I'm not knocking people going into the beef sector and trying to get their instant views up, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about the notoriety. It's about getting your sub counts up so you can be monetized. I get it. I get it. I understand it. But it had to be a part of you where this is just a short-term plan. It had to be a short-term plan if that's what you choose to do. It shouldn't be a part of you where you literally get caught up in it. Now you're trapped in it. Now you're liking it so much where you became comfortable in it. And that's where the issue relies, that a lot of people, they started off that way, like I said, but they got so comfortable in it. They got so comfortable with the temporary notoriety, right? That they became content. Some of y'all, y'all be content as hell just receiving the $5 super chat per show. Hear me again. Some of y'all be so content with just receiving a $5 super chat in the show. Nothing more, nothing less. With nothing more than what, 100 views? And that's it. And some of y'all be content with that as you're winning. But at the end of the day, that's just a temporarily satisfaction. Let me ask y'all this question. What would be better? What would be more profitable? A $5 super chat and only 100 views? Or people who are giving you $100 super chats with almost 500 or more people watching your content? And the people who are watching your content, right? The people who are watching your content, right? They're not just people who does dare. There are literally people who are literally rocking with you, who are literally supporting you all the way. They're supporting you all the way. They're donating to you. They're sending super chat. They're giving you gifts. You're inspiring them. What would be better? That little $5 thing that you got with them, what, 100 people watching you, that's it? Or $100 super chat, but 500 or more people watching you and tuning into you and hanging on to your every word. What would be more profitable? I think the other would be more profitable. I believe that each and every last one of y'all who are watching right now, I believe that you can and will get to that level. But it's time for some accountability to take place. It's time for you to get out of this prison that you put yourself into because it was easy money. It's time for you to start putting into the work. One thing about it, people some people criticize Urban about why do Urban work so hard of building his platform the way that he's building it? Why Urban works so hard to do that? Why Urban changes things around? Why Urban don't use StreamYard? Why Urban use Zoom? Why Urban be dressed up on his lives? Why Urban got a high quality camera? Why Urban? Why you do these things? Because like I said, I treat my platform as a business. Hell, I treat my platform like I'm the one main movie star attraction, like Denzel Washington, and they're shooting a movie to me. They are shooting a movie, and I'm the star. That's how I treat my platform. So I want the best out of my platform. I don't want no ring-a-diggly. I don't want none of that. I want the very best for my platform because I feel and I believe and I know that I deserve the very best out of it, especially if I'm treating this as a business, especially if I'm in the part of being an entertainer for people. I want people to see the very best of me. That's what I desire. So that's why I do what I do. And I believe that a lot of y'all want the same thing. Because if not, then you wouldn't be a content creator. You wouldn't even be a content creator on here. You'll just be a subscriber. But I believe each and every last one there who are content creators want the very best out of you. But some part about your journey of being a content creator, right? What happened was that you end up seeing the easy money, which is getting them quick subscribers and getting them quick little super chats, and you became content with that. Or cash apps, little cash apps, that got content with that. Instead of understanding that there was just only a stepping stone to your greatness. Each and every last one of y'all watching right now, y'all are entitled to greatness. You deserve it. You don't deserve to be where you at right now. I don't care if you just got 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs, you should be well up to about 5,000 subs or more. Because you deserve that. Because you should be working hard to always elevate yourself to get to that point. If you're serious about being a content creator, by the way. If you're serious about it. But if you just think this is fun and games and whatever, then you just stay as a peasant, as I say. If you think it's all fun and games, you don't want to do nothing, you want to stay in the condition that you're at, by all means, stay as a peasant. Live as a peasant. But don't complain to a king or a queen when you see a king or queen elevating themselves.
I don't care how long it take to get an op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.